Good evening, beautiful people. Happy to have you here today. Welcome to today's live. All right, I am here to encourage you today to push yourself to success because no one will do it for you. No one will do it for you. If you're waiting for motivation, if you're waiting for someone to encourage you before you take your life serious, before you take your finances serious, before you take your personal development serious, nobody is coming. It is you that will push yourself to success. It is you that will motivate yourself. Stop waiting for motivation. I remember reading about Harry Potter when she was writing her book. Yeah, she was writing a book called Harry Potter, right? So I read a place that says some days she'll not be motivated to write anything. She was just like, in fact, I'm giving up, I'm tired, nothing, and all that. So she said the only thing she did then to move the needle forward in her writing expenditure was to go and sit on her writing table. Yes, because at a time you'll not be motivated, there'll be no motivation. So she went and sat on her writing table, and she said she have to go there so that inspiration will meet her. So she don't just sit down and be waiting for when inspiration. She goes to her writing table, pick a pen, and she's holding a book, and inspiration will meet her there. So nobody was there to motivate her, but she has to motivate herself. So I'm coming to tell you now, dear 9 to 5 mommies and women in the house, stop waiting for somebody to motivate you to take your financial life seriously. Stop waiting for someone to motivate you to do something about your situation. I used to tell one of my mentees, most times she complains to me and was like, this is what is happening to me, encourage me, talk to me, I just want to hear from you. I was like, for how long will you continue calling me to motivate you or encourage you? You need to encourage yourself. When something happens to you, or rather put, when life pushes you to the wall, a lot of persons expect you to bounce back, but I'm telling you now, don't bounce back from the wall. Push through, break through the wall, so that there will be no wall to bounce back again. Just break through. So sometimes you have to face your fears, okay? You have to face your fears and do the unusual. And do the unusual, the things that people like, what the majorities are doing, you do the opposite. Okay, it's called the opposite rule. Do the opposite of what people are doing so that you can get a different result. Stand out from the crowd. The life is already looking like a pyramid scheme, all right, where we have the bottom is so crowded and just few persons are at the top. So it's like a pyramid scheme. Life is a pyramid scheme. So a lot of persons, a lot of similarities are at the bottom. So many persons are doing the same thing at the bottom. So why not just move towards the 1% and be different? So celebrate your difference, celebrate your peculiarity, and use it to beat the crowd. Okay, no one is coming to save you. Like I've been saying and I've been shouting since, you all have gifts embedded in you. We all have gifts in us. So use that. Your gift is your star, is your jar of oil that you can use to bring yourself out of that situation you don't like. In fact, I like telling my mentees to use their fear. There's this FOMO, fear of missing out. Fear is a great emotion, because the fear of fear, when you're afraid of fear, it will make you to do the things you thought you cannot ordinarily do on your own. Okay, this is fear, this is failure, this is pain. These emotions are very, very good to push us to do the things we ordinarily will not want to do. Okay, so I am here to tell you to push yourself to success. Success is not even something so big. Oh no, it's something you do on a normal day, repeatedly, repeated actions towards your goal. That is what gives you success. If you're here wishing for when maybe you have all the monies in the world, you have every light turned green, nothing will happen. Is the sum total of the little little things you do, little little habit, little little things here and there, little personal development, little showing up, little determination, little consistency. It is the sum total over time that gives you the success you're looking for. And that is why I'm going to recommend a book for you. It's called The Compound Effect by Darry Hardy. compound effect. Compound, you know what is compound interest, right? Compound interest is every day you deposit money in the bank, they are supposed to pay you interest. So the next time you're going, you're depositing both the interest and the capital. Whatever that money brings again, the next time again, you deposit both that capital plus you keep adding it, and that is what we call compound effect. In fact, that is one of the magic of the word compound effect, compound interest, right? So now we are talking about compound effect, meaning those habits you do repeatedly every day becomes your reality, becomes your future. The other day I was talking about your future. Okay, your future is not the one you're picturing, it's the one, is what you're doing already, because it's the sum total of your daily habits. So if you're like, you have some dirty habits and you're saying in the future I will change that, no. If you don't change today, if you don't take cognizance of it now, you will not change tomorrow, because the tomorrow you were once looking at is the today now we are having. Today was 5 years ago, you were like it was a future to you, but it's still your reality now. So that is it. That's why you need to get that book, Compound Effect by Darren Hardy. Get it and read it so that you understand how the things you do daily, the things you do, there's nothing special about success, your normal everyday life. But now there's going to be a spice of intentionality, there's going to be a spice of determination, there's going to be a spice of consistency. So are you looking for a way to make a change in your finance? It comes with a spice of being intentional about your personal finance, being intentional about recording how your money comes in, how your money goes out, what you spend the money on, how you invest it, how you multiply it. That's a little intentionality. Then do it consistently for like 30 days, for like 2 months, for like 6 months, and you'll be able to see what actually is happening in your life and where you need to address. That is just what it is. So I am here to just encourage you to be intentional about your life, to start doing the things others are not willing to do. Yes, a lot of persons don't want to go through pains. A lot of persons are just scared of failure. A lot of persons are like, I'm not sure of where the next. Just dare yourself and do those things that people are afraid of, so that in the future you will reap the results of what they are afraid of God getting. Like, yes, you reap the results. When you do something that people are afraid of doing, when you get that result, you are the only one that is going to benefit from them. They are afraid of it, so they will not be able to get it. So dare yourself to be different, dare yourself to be consistent, dare yourself to be determined, and go for your life. Go for that personal development, go for that coaching program, pay for that mentorship class, read that book. I've also recommended a book for you now, The Compound Effect. Get that book, read it. At least try and be reading. Even if you have not been reading before, start it as a habit. I remember when I was working the 9 to 5, I cannot read. There wasn't time. I was like, there's no time. I was just deceiving myself. Actually, there was no time, but there's actually time. Okay. So after the 5 to 9, you have your 9 to 5. So you can carve out, even if it's just 30 minutes out of that time, 30 minutes, even if it's just 2 pages of the book that you read, good, mark it down. The next day, another 30 minutes, two pages or so. Before you know, maybe in space of 1 month, you have covered a particular book. You have learned something. Because yesterday I shared with you my experience in the book review I attended. You actually read your way to the top. Leaders are readers. All the things you need to know about riches, about wealth, about wealthy people, millionaires, they have all documented it in a book. Many of them have written a book, and once you go and read, you see their daily habits, you see the things they did, and when you follow that footstep, you still end up like them. You're going to be worthy, because success leaves a footprint. Okay, so I want to believe I've been able to encourage and inspire and also motivate you to go for your future, to dare to go for your future. Be determined, be consistent, be focused. Okay, and I want to see you at the top. So let me use this opportunity to invite you to the Boto Bootcamp. The Bottle Bootcamp is a short form for Beyond Office to Online Bootcamp. It's a program specially designed for the 9 to 5 mommies to help them transition virtually from the office space to the online space. That's like bringing your offline activity online, bringing your offline 9 to 5 job, the skills you have there, the experiences you have there, into the online space, and use it to create impact and create income. Okay, so I shall be guiding you through various topics that are going to help you, especially those that have to do with how you show yourself up on the online space, personal branding, and all the tools and strategies you need to grow a thriving online brand in this space. Okay, so it's just for a token. You can't compare it to what you're going to be learning there, because we're going to be discussing over 30 topics all together. So it's just going to be for a steal. So I will encourage you to book your slot and also share this live broadcast to your colleagues, your friends, and family whom you feel may be needing this. So this is where we're going to stop today, day 66 of 365 days. Till I come your way tomorrow, remain blessed and keep being consistent. I love you. Bye bye.